I'm just back at the reed bunting's nest again. I've crept up on it this time. You can see the bird quite clearly in the nest there. I'm just hoping the wind's not too bad on the on the microphone. But there, just in the middle of the camera, you can see the reed bunting. That's the female sitting on the eggs. They might even have young in the nest at the minute.
Probably have to give it another week or something.
Aye, we'll have to try and catch it feeding. Get some good shots because there's a lot of place we can set the camera up here. We'll leave it all, not disturb it. I'm getting a good video of it sitting on the eggs there. Eggs all young. Quite a few birds on the pond. There's the two coots.
House martins are the flying around.
There's a lot of them high. There's the water hen down the bottom as well.
In the middle. I mean that had how many eggs did that have? Did he ate one of those?
7 was it? 7 or 8? Aye, in the water hen nest.
Obviously haven't hatched it because
there's no
straight on the water, aren't they?
Aye. But it's strange how them two coots are on the water. There was only one on the water when we came, wasn't it? They jump straight off the nest to try and disguise themselves, don't they? But there's about 50 of these. There was even more when we came down. A lot of them are floating here.
So these will obviously just be here for like feed, wouldn't they?
I'd be catching all the flies on the top of the water then. A lot of them are just skimming across the surface of the pond. Must be a load of flies because you'll get them all hatching in the water. Like all them insects live under the water and hatch and come out, and they'll be catching them. Must be a lot of them. Right, well, so what we'll do, we'll get away from here then, because we don't want to disturb that, the reed bunting. We want to get back to that one. We've just come in from there. That's the graveyard from Highfield. There's a footpath along there. We'll walk along there, down into the field. Around the field, that's where the reed buttons is, down there. But these are the old fields at Highfield, and you can see Burner Field up in the distance there. And further over there you can see that's Gippside in the distance. In Wickham. You can see Wickham, and you can see...
Is that the hall we can see, or is that the orangery?
I can see the orangery, the small part of the orangery, aye. I'll zoom in it because they'll not know what we're talking about. Just in the trees at Gippside Chapel there you can see the hall. I mean the orangery.
It's orangery, the hall will be hidden from view.
And further along you've got that's the monument. Liberty. It's a small statue of Liberty thing. Presented to the royal family when the Queen's cousins lived there. Gippside Chapel.
The Bose family.
The Bose lines. They've actually got the bodies in the under the chapel itself.
Where they did have.
They're supposed to still be there. I'm not sure these days. I didn't know they were there about 20 years ago. We're just coming in from Baller Line. There's the old span line or baller line, whatever people want to call it.
Call it baller line,
aye. Doing the bottom there, you've just got Huttergate School in the distance doing there.
That's where they film that TV thing, that Wolf Blood.
Wolf Blood, aye.
Yeah, the kids used it.
But this is one walk we haven't done this year along here. We've covered just about nearly every other wood.
Local wood.
Aye. We've just come in from through there. You've got the line at the top, the old footpath and that, the old railway line disused. And this is it's an old beech wood. These trees were quite small when we were kids, but it's
pretty much all beech, isn't it?
Ah, it's all beech. Couple of birch at the most. You've got just this small section of beech in here for some reason. It's a managed forest. They've got like pine planted all over. They cut them doing regular every 20-30 years, something like that. Sometimes longer, but makes you wonder why they'll plant all the beech in. We've just come a bit further through the trees there, but it's starting to get much thicker, and this little bit looks clear. Well, I'm just getting the camera out here, but when you're walking through, it's all really thick. There's a lot of old deer tracks. We've sort of been led astray thinking they were footpaths, and they're not. They're just like wild tracks of deers and whatever else. But we've never seen them. Aye. We've never seen that. Heard a couple of birds like in the distance, and that's about it. Now we're coming back into another part of a beech wood again. It'll be a bit easier to walk through on the beach. But at the minute we're out here, and it looks like we're going to be in for a bit of a storm. It's went all dark, and it's only dinner time in the afternoon. But it's went really dark. It's probably not hot.
It's got speckled in.
Ah, it's starting to rain, like drizzle a little bit. It's hard to see the difference between the camera, because the camera compensates for the light, but it has went really dark. We're just a bit further through the path in the wood here, and as we're coming down, the woodpecker did fly out of that hole there. It was making a lot of noise when it seen one. It's disappeared again. I'm not sure if I can hear it in the distance there. It's come back. But that's the fresh hole what it's nesting in. I seen it jump out when we came down. But it's just doing the wood there again. I've just heard it making that cheap noise there. It's just flew through the trees.
That's a woodpecker.
Aye. It was either that or a sparrowhawk, because it was running about the same size. The male sparrowhawks are quite small on it, but just darted through the trees there. Sparrowhawks like the fly lower. But I can hear the woodpecker down there. There. It's come back again, like, so move.
Right hide a bit.
We've just come up from doing there where I just done the last few shots at the woodpecker hole and that with the camera, and we can actually hear the rain on the trees now on all these beech. We're sheltered in here, but as soon as we get out, we're probably going to get soaked on the walk back to the car. But we haven't even heard much, really. It's got to be the change in the weather, hasn't it? Because it's turned really cold and windy and...
It's why for us it doesn't matter, it's still...
Oh, aye. We just haven't seen a lot, really, that's all. That's it. Just heard a blackbird. That's about it. But it's not easy walking up through here, so... Right. It is at times, like, but... it's uphill all the way. It doesn't look much when you're on camera, but it is. But we're nearly at the top of the path here. You can see the clearing in the trees there. We'll just get onto the path and walk back along to the car. We've covered a couple of miles. Been on for about a couple of hours. Well, maybe it's longer really, because we went to the ponds and that as well at the same time. We've been at 2 or 3 different places. We're very nearly at the top of the path here.
Big bluebell patch there, isn't it? Covered in there.
I think they are bluebells, aren't they?
It's probably dying off. Come pretty early.
But they're normally early, but it's because this is late. This is like we're at the back end of May. They're shrivelling in places, like, aren't they?
But kids, all the lasses used to always pick those of these, didn't you? But I think it's against the law, isn't it?
They're protected.
You want to get little lasses picking into the bluebells in the woods.
But that's how late spring is this year. It's just they're normally at the beginning of spring. Well, I just thought I would get these on camera because it is a bit unusual. We're all at the end now, so and it's only been this little corner up here where we've actually seen them. It might look good on video. But that's what we've just came up. We're out now. Well, we've just come up to the path in the woods there. It's the Red Kite Trail. That's what it's called of the conservation people, the council.
Got them little plaques stuck all along.
Aye, there are.
Bits of wood. Can you see? Yeah, there's one in this state.
Aye.
It's got like the red kite trail all over it.
And there's one across there on the top of that little steps as well. And the pathway goes all the way along that way to the dog kennels and straight along here. Back to the car. Aye.
That would be a good place now for the red kites and stuff.
Aye. That was where I found my first owl's nest in there. When I was a kid, about 10-year-old.
So what was that nest then? Was it just
in a hole in the tree? No, between the leaves of one of the pine trees. And it had built up like twigs and pine needles over the years.
I've only ever found them in holes in trees.
And it used some type of platform in between it. But otherwise you normally
seen them in trees.
Holes in trees or bird boxes or the nest boxes, what they use, what people built for them. That was the first one that I've seen. Had big young ones in.